Okay, I want to also talk about a couple other things for clients who are kind of like hesitant, should you sell or hold on to your property. I would say that whichever one you decide to do, you have to price it right. It's just it becomes so toxic when you don't listen to your listing agent and you decide the value of your own property. The reason I'm using the word toxic is because nobody wants to admit that they're wrong, right? So if you made a decision on a price, let's say you're like, you know what, my house, I want to sell it for $650. Why? Your agent says $575 is like the highest comp I see in your area. And you're like, let's start with $650. That's really not a good choice. Because that's going to fire back. And you always forget that that was your idea to begin with. It's just like, this is our survival mode. Nobody wants to admit they're wrong. Few people, very, very highly intellectual people will be like, you know what? Yeah, we kind of started high. I, as a seller, pushed it. You always told me, so let's adjust. It will somehow be like, well, maybe you're not doing your job right. In Las Vegas, we don't have a lot of custom homes. A lot of properties are, call them, cookie cut, boxy homes. So whatever your neighborhood is going for, we can always take in consideration for things. If there's lack of inventory, if you have some really great upgrades, if you have a spectacular view, if you have extraordinary lot, the elevation, pool, some of the appliances always play a role, remodeling, things like that. But if it is just like the house next door, nobody's going to pay $75,000. Let's assume even somebody comes across and goes like, okay, I don't care, let's do it. I'm willing to buy this property. And they're getting a loan, right? What they're putting, whatever. Let's say it's the best loan. They're putting 20% down. So when the bank gives the other 80%, they're going to do an appraisal. Appraisal is always for the bank. Appraisal is not for the buyer. Usually on a cash purchases, appraisal is waived because for the buyer, like, okay, I'm willing to pay for it, right? Bank does the appraisal, and if the appraisal comes at $575, that $75,000 difference, now a buyer needs to pay out of the pocket. So they will only loan $575, 80%. And why would a buyer pay $75,000 above? Seriously, like there's a house just like a mile away, identical. So it ain't gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. Let's put it this way. Even if this person who's willing to buy your house is a billionaire, it's never gonna happen. Especially because billionaires are usually extremely smart. And maybe somebody who had a lobotomy. But what are the ads? Okay, I'm funny. So yeah, you get my point. So just don't do that. Just don't do that. If for some reason, okay, you want to just go a little, 5,000, 8,000, 10,000 above, whatever the strongest comps are based on the fact that yes, your property has good upgrades, yes, your property has not too many listings, this and that, then go for it. Other than that, no, absolutely not. And I'm pretty guilty as I'm saying this. Sometimes I have one listing right now that I totally went off with the seller's request. It's been on the market for 2 weeks, not a single showing. It's listed at $635,000. I told them $605. They said, let's do $635, and we don't have an offer. I didn't even receive a phone call. But I promise you, once we lower the price, and I will, it will be sold in 2 weeks. Because when it's priced right in Vegas, it sells. And does that make a difference, the $25,000, the $30,000? Yes, big time. big time makes a difference. Probably like $599 for this property will be ideal. And that's why I said 605. We'll have a little space for negotiation, shake hands, maybe give buyer a little, closing cost credit towards their buying down a point or their closing costs, or they'll leave more money for down payment or do some repairs. Just kind of a little place to play with. But that's it, and when you're like, no, I want to do 635. Okay, great. So crickets, nada. So yeah, I'm talking from my pain, but hopefully my pain will be your joy? No, learning experience. Alrighty, you guys, have a good day. Ta-ta.